Today we're not going to build, we're going to do a review of set 4451, the Lego Trains Crocodile Locomotive. There's one single minifigure in the set, a train driver. Let's have a closer look to the locomotive. This set is great, It was also a bit nice because it's actually continuing with the colors of that high-speed train that was available before. Yeah, it's a locomotive, so let's make it run. The blue hopper and the flatbed with tractor. That's the Crocodile Locomotive. Hello, this is Timo and this is not a video of my project where I'm talking and building my old Lego. Today we're not going to build, we're going to do a review of a set we were building before. A while ago, I think it was almost a year ago now, that we were building this set. We're talking about the set 4451, the Lego Trains Crocodile Locomotive. It was released in '91, available till '93, and it has 308 parts. Yeah, that's a while ago. We were also building the alternative build back then. Yeah, unfortunately, you can only have build one at the same time. So we cannot do a review about that, fortunately, because that alternative build was also very nice, but not as nice as this design, of course. Yeah, '91 it was released, and that was a very special year for Lego trains, because there was a switch from the 12-volt to the 9-volt system. Let's take a quick look in the Lego catalog of that year, when this entire new system was released. It was also explained, the track system and everything. I already did dedicate a video about this one. And of course, last but not least, the Metroliner was released that year. And it's one of the most popular Lego train sets ever, I guess. And there we have the Lego Crocodile, only in this little box, not represented in any artist impression on any of those pages. I don't know why. 91. Let's talk about the set. There's one single minifigure in the set, a train driver. I also don't know what kind of other minifigure would suit here. Yeah, one is enough for a locomotive. Train driver, still with the classical smiley face. And the alternative faces were introduced like 93, 94, I think 94. So it was still with a classical smiling face, yeah. But with an advanced, in comparing to the 12-volt system, train stuff, minifigures, train stuff, it was a more advanced outfit. Yeah, and let's have a closer look to the locomotive, which has these two parts that are not falling off if you're not shaking it too much. I mean, it's great, this design. I already mentioned it in the talking and building video of this set, that I assume this is mostly based on an Austrian locomotive. I'm living in Austria. It's not related to this, but because the colors, the livery is very, very similar. I think that real locomotive was first green, and then they painted it in the, I guess, the 70s and the 80s to this color, similar color. Also, the Crocodile was called. I think it was originally coming from Germany, because yeah, I think those locomotives were developed shortly before or in the war, as one of the first electric locomotives. Yeah, so I think that's how it is with this locomotive. It's based on that Austrian one. So you can take off the roof, which sometimes just leaves one of these 2x3 plates on the locomotive and sometimes not. And then we can have a quick look inside. I mean, it's basic, but it's nice actually inside the design. Actually, then when you open it, I realize now you actually see how narrow those Lego trains actually are, right? Yeah, so there's two driving positions, and there's a kind of thing in the middle that represents I guess the engine. Some weird tools were used there that were also used for other locomotive engines in Lego trains, 9-volt back then. And yeah, there's those pieces, those front pieces. Maybe I can take off the front and then you can easily see it, because that's not so difficult. Those front pieces were actually also developed together with the fronts of the Metroliner, of course, and the roof parts. They are actually identical. It's the same part as also used in the Metroliner. Those pantographs. I'm having the roof now in my hand. I can also immediately talk about the pantographs. The pantograph, I think most parts are actually already were used before in especially Lego Space, because Lego Space always introduces those new weird pieces. But I don't know how you call it, the top part of the pantograph, the slider, is it called slider? I don't know. The one that is touching the overhead wire. I think it was introduced for the 9-volt trains. And yes, also this front part. And the set had stickers, 2 logos. The doors not, the doors are printed. But also stickers to have this corner here with the white. I think I even have a video that I was painting those parts, because I painted it, because I didn't want to order it. And later I found out that there's a Dutch company that actually make replicas of Lego stickers, Lego sticker sheets. I made quite a lot of videos now, and I start now having these moments that I don't really remember actually if I already did that, if I actually did that video, but I did a video about painting those parts. Yeah, in the very early days of this channel. Let's put the driver back in the train, and yeah, let's put it on the track. I mean, let's also give it a rating. So the thing with a locomotive, of course, is that let's first put it on the track. Let's first take a sip. The thing with a locomotive, a Lego set with a locomotive, is of course that you really need a track. So in that case, the set is not complete, because if you get this set without anything else, then you can just play stationary, that it's just standing somewhere and a train driver is just sitting there, you know. But of course, you really need to drive it around. That's why I also have a track here and a power unit. But still, this set is great. This set is great. I remember when this batch came out, this this first 9-volt trains. I was sad about that the 12-volt system was not continued, that it was discontinued. But I was very happy to see those new trains. And I think they also did really an effort to make the fans of the 12-volt system a bit happy, because they were sad and happy with some good replacement. And like I said before, I did a video about this, the difference between the 9-volt and the 12-volt system. There was some compromise, because a lot of features from the 12-volt system didn't come back. Remote control, signals and everything, switches. So yeah, so I think they did some effort, and they had the Metroliner, and they had this locomotive, and they had this cargo train. But I think the Metroliner and this locomotive were my favorites by far. That's why I also have them. I don't have this cargo train. And yes, I mean, just to design the colors, it was also a bit nice because it's actually continuing with the colors of that high-speed train that was available before in the 12-volt system. Although the doors, they have a print of this imaginary Lego railroad company. Yeah, it's entirely built of, I showed you already before the inside, maybe you could already see that it's entirely built out of smaller plates, and you could have seen already that the middle plates, it's like with 2x8 plates, and then the middle plates are just Lego Technic plates, so then the bogies can be and yeah, and for some reason this one, this side, this thing, this front is a bit in an angle, not flat. This would be flat. I think the motor is a tiny bit higher, something, I don't know why, because the locomotive is just straight. I remember when I was building it the first time, I already noticed that this front part is just hanging a bit down, like it's a bit sad, I don't know. Yeah. What else can I say? Yes, a lot of use of this grill pieces. This 1x2 grill pieces. And but I think the general look is just speaks for itself. It's just amazing. And yeah, it's a locomotive, so let's make it run before we wrap this video. This direction maybe? Doesn't matter. So I was thinking, maybe let's just first put, I don't know, put this one. The blue hopper and the flatbed with tractor, also from 91. There it goes. It fits exactly in this camera. Yeah, let's make it run. That's always a bit in the start when you make this 9-volt, this 30 years old 9-volt motors run. It's always a bit, yeah. That's the Crocodile 91, available till 93. Only 3 years, 3 catalogs. Yeah, I think a really great set. I think one of the great Lego train sets. I think maybe overshadowed because, of course, the bigger sets, the Metroliner and some other sets, they are maybe took more attention. But also when you check on YouTube and you see a lot of people actually having this locomotive in their collection. It was also, I think, the last time, maybe I'm not correct there, but I think it was also one of the last times that Lego actually released just a set with a locomotive instead of having it included in a set. But mostly you always had to buy an entire set. Let's make it run a tiny bit faster. Two more loops, and then we give it a wrap. And then, oops, too far. There it is, complete train with the 91 Crocodile Locomotive. Yes, that was it. This is another video. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's very important for my channel to grow. You can also leave a comment in the comment section. I really appreciate that. Just a question or an anecdote. That's nice. Yes, I wish you a wonderful day. I hope to see you in the next video, and goodbye.